If your roofer's estimate is higher than your insurance claim amount, the best thing that you can do intuitively might sound like the worst thing you could do. Hi everybody, this is Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing, and welcome to today's Walk in the Park video, where we take just a few minutes to answer your questions about roof repairs, roof replacements, and the insurance claim process. Today we're going to answer kind of a complicated question, and it has to do with signing a contract. If your roofer's estimate is higher than your insurance claim amount, your roofer may ask you to sign a contract for that amount. Well, intuitively, you might be thinking, well, that doesn't sound like a very smart idea, because what if the insurance company doesn't match the roofer's estimate, and am I going to have to pay for the difference out of pocket? We're going to address that particular question, but we're also going to talk about specifically why it's actually in your best interest to sign the contract even if the amount is higher than your insurance claim amount. First of all, let's look at it from your insurance company's point of view, because that's actually the most important perspective on this. Why is it that your insurance company would appreciate getting a contract from you even if that contract amount is higher than their claim amount? So look at it this way. Let's say a homeowner, maybe an unscrupulous homeowner, sends an estimate to an insurance company, and it's for X amount. And let's say X amount is higher than the insurance claim amount. And all that the insurance company has received is just an estimate. Well, what does that tell the insurance company? All it's communicating to the claim rep and to the insurance company is that somebody has given you, the homeowner, an estimate for X amount. The insurance company sees no commitment on your part or on the part of the roofing contractor to actually do the work for that specified amount. In their mind, what could be the potential? If they increase their claim amount to match the amount on that estimate, there's a possibility, like I said, if it's an unscrupulous homeowner, and they do exist, that the homeowner then will either hire that roofing company to do the roof for less than his estimate is, or he'll have basically gamed that roofing contractor, asked him to give him an estimate. The roofing contractor spent all the time and money to give him the estimate. The insurance company raised their claim amount, and then the homeowner went and hired a different roofer who would do it for less than that amount. So from your insurance company's perspective, if you or your roofing contractor send in a signed contract, that demonstrates to your insurance company that you, as their client, are acting in good faith and you're not trying to commit insurance fraud, because the contract is stating that the work is going to be done for that specified amount. Now, in Colorado, the law actually requires a roofing contract to show the detail of the scope of work with a dollar amount. That prevents a roofer from being able to tell you, as the homeowner, I'll just do it for whatever your insurance company pays. Well, that's not legal in Colorado. The contract that you enter into actually has to have a dollar amount on it. Well, if the dollar amount happens to exactly match what your insurance claim amount happens to be, is that just coincidental? Or did the roofing contractor just look at your insurance claim and then just write that dollar amount on his estimate? You've told us in previous videos to never sign a contract up front. Yes, that's true. Here are the circumstances in which you do not want to sign a contract, and that's like when the guy knocks on your door and says, hey, do you mind if we check your roof for damage? We're working at your neighbor's house right over here, and he had lots of damage, and so, you know, I was on his roof and I could see that your roof is damaged. Do you want me to get up there and check it? You know, you might think that I'm making all that up, but that's kind of stuff that they say. And you say, okay, yeah, go ahead. check out my roof. And he says, all right, well, we just need you to sign this. Or maybe you let the guy get up on your roof, he gets up there, comes down, and starts showing you a lot of photos of all the damage that you've got up on your roof. And he says, we'll take care of the repairs, we'll work with your insurance company, we just need you to sign this. Well, is there a scope of work on that document? Is there a dollar amount on that document that you're signing? If not, don't sign it. Well, now let's look at this from the roofing contractor's perspective. If a roofing contractor has invested the time to come out to your home, do the inspection, meet with you, give you his evaluation, and then you've asked him to create an estimate for you, and he works on creating that estimate, which costs him time, but it also costs him money, because most of the time he's going to have paid to get measurements of the home through aerial imagery, and that's not a free service to the roofing contractor. And then you're asking him to send the estimate to the insurance company, contact the insurance company on your behalf, ask if they've received your estimate, ask if they accept his estimate, and find out then, are they going to increase the claim amount? Well, there's a lot of administrative time and effort involved in doing that. So from the roofer's perspective, it's legitimate for him to expect for you to sign a contract, for him to go through all of that effort to do those things for you, the homeowner. Not only that, let's look at it from the perspective of you, the homeowner. You actually win in that situation too, because as we pointed out in several other videos, when you get your insurance claim right out of the box, most of the time it's too low. But if your insurance claim is too low right out of the box, that means that your insurance company isn't actually indemnifying you for the full cost of what it's going to take to replace your roof. So all the components that are on your roof need to be replaced. And if they're omitting things from the claim, then you're losing. So if you're working with a roofing contractor who comes up with a scope of work to replace like, kind, and quality for you, you're actually winning. Because remember, it doesn't cost you, the homeowner, anything extra. So if your roofing contractor's estimate is higher than your insurance claim amount, then your insurance company should adjust their estimate to match the full replacement cost being charged by your roofer, so it doesn't cost you anything extra. So now you might be thinking, hey, but isn't that kind of risky for me if I sign a contract and it's for X number of dollars more than what my insurance claim amount is? Aren't I going to have to pay the difference? Well, remember, if you have replacement cost value coverage for your insurance, that means that your insurance company will pay to replace like, kind, and quality, as long as your contractor or you can demonstrate that the things that are being required to do full replacement are necessary, reasonable, and fair. If they're not necessary, reasonable, or fair, your insurance company isn't obligated to pay for them. But assuming that you have ordinance and law coverage on your policy, and assuming that you have replacement cost value coverage on your policy, if you sign a contract for an amount that's higher than your insurance claim, are you going to have to pay for the difference out of pocket? You've got to clear that up with your roofing contractor before you sign. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. I know it's been a lot of information, but if you've got any questions about this particular topic or other topics, please feel free to give us a call at our phone number right up here, 719-433-6991. You can also visit our website. That's right down here, homesteadroofingcolorado.com. We've got a ton of information out there, lots of other educational videos for you. If you like this video, we'd love it if you'd give us the big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon up there so that way you get notified when we've got new videos. If you've got questions that you'd like us to answer, leave those in the comments section down below. We'd love to hear from you. We read and respond to all questions that we get. Until our next Walk in the Park video, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing.